Hey guys, so how's it going? Happy freaking Thursday. I hope I'm posting this on Thursday because I'm actually filming on the right day. It makes me happy, and I have not done one of these videos since a very long time ago, and I'm probably going to take off my glasses again because you can see the reflection. We'll see how long I can stand these, but I have gotten quite a lot of books. I'm taking this off since I made my first video, and it's crazy because in the first video I thought I had so many books and I had like 5 of them, and now I have piles of them. So I'm going to show you things I've gotten, things I haven't read, things I fully read and I enjoy and I recommend. So first book I want to talk about because it's my favorite book ever. It's called Impulse by Ellen Hopkins, and you're going to hear a lot about Ellen throughout this entire video because honestly, favorite poetry writer. Like if you are into poems, read her books. I read this one in 2 days because I was so obsessed, and it's like shorter poems, if you can see that. They're shorter poems, but they're honestly so worth it. So deep, and they hit home for me. So if you can, get this book out of all books. Okay, going along with that, in the first one, I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and after that, shortly, I ended up getting the second one, which is Hollow City, and Library of Souls. So I read the entire series, and I actually watched the movie when it came out on my birthday. And not as good as the books. If you can, buy the series and read it. It is totally worth your time. It is scary and beautiful, and I loved it. This next book I got for school, actually. It's called All the Pretty Horses by Cormac McCarthy. And at first I hated it because it's like super old-timey, but it's honestly adorable, and if you're into like old-fashioned love, you would really like this. Okay, let's see what else I've gotten. Also for school, this is called A Streetcar Named Desire. It's a play. It's hilarious. I fucking liked it. Like, I wish this was our school play. It is so good. You're probably gonna need it for school if you live in Austin. So if you're younger and you can get it now. It is totally worth it. This next book, it still has the price tag on it because I haven't fully finished it. And it's like this old-fashioned love story, and it's so innocent and beautiful that I kind of just fell for it. And it's about this girl's boyfriend who dies, and then the person, like her trying to find the murderer. It is so intense and awesome and very long. So I haven't read this. This is the first book I want to read over the summer, but I do like it so far. The next book I got, I think was in my first one. If it wasn't, this is also Ellen Hopkins. It's called Crank. Crank has saved me so many times. I have poems in here about how much I love it. It's just a book that I read every time I'm in the same situation as a girl. If you've read this book, you know what it's about. It has to do with cutting, it has to do with drugs, everything going bad. And in the end, it looks like everything gets better, but it's not necessarily a happy ending, but it's an acceptable ending. So I read this one, and to go with that, I'll actually show you the second one, because there's 3 books in that series. I just haven't gotten the third one. Bro, where is it? Oh, it's here. The second one is Glass. Glass by Ellen Hopkins. Again, I love her. Like, I have all her books that I can find at half-price books, so I'm cheap. Glass made me cry. Like, it's really good, same like style, like very short poems in a huge book. This book changed all my views on meth and drugs and everything. If you are someone who's been an addict, please read this and see that life can get bad and you can change yourself before it gets to this point. Glass is bad. Okay, the next book I had to get, which is The Fifth Wave, because the movie was so good that I had to read the book, and the book is honestly a lot better than the movie. So if you've seen it, please get the book. The next book I got is also poetry. It's called Milk and Honey, and I read a lot of like this on Wattpad. And to be honest, if you have gone through similar experiences, like if you know what Milk and Honey is about, which is like rape and being a woman, it's good, but if you can't relate, it kind of just seems a little boring. For me, it was sort of good, but then at parts I was just like, it's so overused at this point. So it's good, it's really cool, like there's pictures in it that I liked, but besides that, not my cup of tea. The next books I got recently. I got this book, like I read this book in 6th grade, and it's honestly the coolest book ever. Like The Outsiders, the movie, oh my god, this book is great. It's just, oh my god, it's the love of my life. I'm so happy I finally own my own copy of it. The next book that I got, it's called Lithium for Maida. And if you don't know what lithium is, again, it's a type of drug. It's crystal meth. It's literally heroin. So I just started reading this recently. I'm on like chapter 3 or something like that. So inspiring, and the girl is so detailed. There's so much imagery in it that it's beautiful. It's not necessarily a poem book, but she has so much figurative language that it feels like poems, and if that's your style of like reading, you would like this too. It's not like common, but it's very, very good for me, at least. The next book my friend gave to me, it's called You, a novel. It's about a stalker, and I haven't read it so far because, again, I've had a stalker and it's kind of harder to read, but I do plan on reading this on my plane ride to New York, so we will see. Second to last book is called Because It's My Bloodline. I saw this and it looked so interesting that I just had to buy it, and again, I plan on reading this on my way back from New York. So now you see my plans are. And the last book I had to mention on here, and I know it's going to be kind of controversial. If you're not into like Jesus and church, you may exit the video, but it is the Bible. So I have gone to church since I was little, but I've never had my own copy of a Bible, and I finally have my first copy, and it's honestly intense, and it's so cool to like read this stuff and know that it, like, if you go to church, it's like history to you, and it's like, whoa, like, I'm literally reading what these people wrote. That's so crazy, and it's so old, and it's beautiful, and I don't regret anything. So thank you so much for watching this very long book related video. I'm such a nerd. I'm so sorry if this is boring to you, but I love books, and I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much. See you soon.